everybody, it's Marie at RV Camper. It's Tuesday, April 19th. I actually know the date today because tomorrow I have to be in Altoona, Iowa for orientation for my new job, my new summer seasonal job. I have driven 1,576.3 miles since I left Quartzite a week ago today. After I left Quartzite, I went to Mesa, Arizona. You know, these drivers, I'll tell you. I'm in Kansas right now, if you want to know. I think the Wizard of Oz just cut in front of me. Anyway, it's okay. So I've driven 1,576 miles since I left Quartzite last Tuesday. I then went to Mesa, Arizona. Because of the BLM tragic road situation, the potholders, you could have lost a semi in. Shame on them for not having them fixed while the campers were there. I'm going to close my window so the audio is better. They were terrible throughout the whole season, and I don't understand why they didn't patch them. Even though cars, trucks, and RVs were riding over them, it would have tamped down the asphalt or stones or anything they could have filled those holes with. Anyway, the first thing I did when I got to Mesa was I got a wheel alignment. For my van, it was $117. Well spent. Yeah, it was off, and I knew it would be, but I wasn't going to do it before I left Quartzite. Anyway, so I went to Mesa, and then I had an appointment for the wheel alignment on Wednesday. I spent the night in Mesa on the same location where I went when I was visiting with Camo Dave for that week. I went and took his host and hostess out to dinner. We had a really nice time. And then they told me that, which I knew, Camo Dave left a backpack there for when he was going to come out for my birthday 2 weeks ago. So they wanted me to go in the backpack and see if there's anything that I might have wanted. And there was. There were t-shirts and a black hat that he bought. It was a cap, not a baseball cap. His hats that he liked were kind of unique, like Dave. And so I took some t-shirts and the hat. And I was really honored. I felt very privileged that I was able to get some mementos, I guess. There was a few other things that he had in his apartment that I would have wanted, but that wasn't going to happen, and I knew it. So I was just so blessed that I got what I did. I was really happy about that. So I left there, and then I went to an eye appointment in Mesa, and then I had an appointment with a doctor in Mesa, and then I stayed with my friends in front of their house, actually, Mike and Susan, and we went out to dinner, and it was really nice. And then I stayed overnight at front of their house, and then the next day I had another appointment, and then I stayed overnight in front of their house again. I bought steaks and we barbecued. It was really good. I haven't had a steak for years, actually. And a baked potato. I don't know. I know I haven't been eating well lately, like for a long time. But I had just a half of a baked potato, and I'm like, I don't know where they got these. Oh, the potato was from Sam's Club, I think, she said. Or Costco, one of the two. It wasn't seasoned or anything. It just was delicious. I can't figure it out. I just enjoyed it so much. It was one of the best meals I've had in years. Really, a baked potato. Well, the steak was good too. It was a ribeye, delicious, marinated very nicely. I add. So then I'm having some health issues, so I had to go get an ultrasound. I couldn't get an appointment until Friday, I believe it was, and that threw me off a whole day and a half of driving. So I got that done, and then I took off, and I proceeded to drive to New Mexico, and I'm going to leave you with that right now. So I left Quartzite Tuesday. I was going to get my car washed. I was going to get my van hand washed by someone who has a business right near McDonald's, actually, off Main Street in Quartzite. He was charging me $55 to hand wash the exterior of my van. But it was so very windy that day that he texted me and canceled. I really never thought about that, but the water would be blowing all over the place, and I don't blame him. So my van continues to be filthy. So Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, I stayed on the streets of Mesa in front of houses of friends. Then Friday, after my ultrasound, I left. I got a late start, and rather than staying in Mesa an extra night, I decided to get a head start. I left Mesa and I drove to Payson, where I stayed at the Walmart there. Very accommodating. It's really popular. It was pretty crowded. So then I continued driving to Albuquerque. On Saturday I arrived and I stayed at the Flying J/Pilot truck stop. Sunday morning I left Albuquerque and I drove to Guymon, Guymon, Oklahoma, and I stayed at the Walmart there. And then Monday I drove to Emporia, Kansas, and I stayed at the Flying J there. I got a late start today, which is Tuesday, April 19th. I think my body just needed the rest, so I'm like, that's okay. So I didn't leave Emporia till around 10:30, I believe. So right now it is 2:14 p.m. in Missouri, and my estimated time of arrival in Altoona, Iowa is 4:40 p.m. I have to check in at the office before I go directly to the campground. And I have to fill out some forms, and then I get to go to my campsite and set up. Hallelujah. That'll be a wonderful moment. So that's what's happening right now, everybody. I will continue my little vlog later. Thanks for watching. Not only am I in Altoona, Iowa, but I see Adventureland from here. It really wouldn't be hard to miss. They own 180 acres. I don't know if I know what 180 acres looks like. I'm turning here to get to the campground. The campground is not just for the employees to stay at, but it's open to the public, and they have an outdoor pool. And apparently that pond attracts a lot of geese. And when you have a lot of geese, you have a lot of you-know-what. This is it. Can't wait to settle in. That is the pool house. Because I have some time on my hands for the next couple of days, I thought I would put it to good use. I never hung this up because I didn't have the little hanging things that you nail into the back, so I bought them at Home Depot, and today I put them in. Let me show you the job. Let me show you the job I did. My dad would be so not proud, being the master carpenter he was. Okay, I'm going to turn this over. See anything wrong with this picture? Yeah, I put them here instead of here. Duh.